This is Total Disruption Boardroom Battleground, where bold entrepreneurs step up and they put their businesses to the test.
Over the next 12 weeks, we'll push our contestants beyond their limits in branding, marketing, leadership, strategy, scalability, and profitability.
Every decision they made, every single breakthrough, every single struggle, captured, analyzed, and then broadcast across all the platforms.
Every move counts. Every misstep, a crucial lesson. Every victory, a moment to shine.
That's where our expert team of elite coaches come in. Really push our competitors harder, demand more, break those bad habits, and put those strategies in place.
Behind the scenes, our world-class production team will showcase their business like never before. The kind of exposure most entrepreneurs chase for years, served up right here in real time.
In the end, a single superstar is going to rise above the rest.
The rest will walk away with battle-tested strategies, a stronger business, and lessons of a lifetime, scars and all.
Not to mention a whole arsenal of promotional videos and materials in their back pocket.
Get ready, because this is as real as it gets, folks. This is Total Disruption. Boardroom Battleground.
All right, welcome back. I'm Dr. Jake Clendane. I'm here to arm you with the strategies to build a business that not only survives, but it dominates.
And I'm Mike Libersi, here to ignite your ambition and push you to achieve results you actually never thought possible.
Last week, we met our contenders, and we got a glimpse of their potential. This week, we're going to dive into the lifeblood of any successful enterprise. It's your customer.
Forget surface level stats. We're talking about understanding their deepest desires, their most painful frustrations, and what truly drives their buying decisions.
But before we get into that, remember the rules of engagement here. Every week, we're throwing our contestants into the fire. We're going to give them real challenges, massive pressure, and game-changing coaching.
And their success isn't measured in vanity metrics. It's about real tangible growth. We're judging them on execution. Can they apply what they learn when the heat is on? Growth. Are they delivering measurable progress week after week? Strategy. Are they making intelligent, calculated moves that lead to victory? Leadership. Can they inspire, adapt, and command the situation?
Thanks, Mike. Let's get down to business. Because here's the cold, hard truth. The most overlooked yet most powerful element of every business and their growth is knowing who you serve.
Exactly. When you truly understand your ideal customer, your avatar, your decisions from marketing to product development become laser focused and unstoppable.
Because if you're making assumptions about your customers, you're building on quicksand, and that is a recipe for disaster.
Do me a favor, ditch the guesswork and start connecting on a deeper level. Talk to them, observe them, test your ideas, because today we're going deep into the customer's world.
Hi, I wanted to share my why. Why do I do LifeWay? What brought it to me? But my why is really my family and our lifestyle. We rodeo and train horses, and so that requires being gone a lot. And our kids have worked so hard to get where they are at in their careers as young athletes that I don't want to ever take away from that. And I want to be able to provide them every opportunity to push forward and become the best they can. And when I found LifeWave, after a corporate career, it allowed me the time and financial freedom.
Emily, I said the fact that you even posted a video and you created the content is like, you should celebrate that.
I help people with stem cell technology. Know that you're regenerating stem cells through light therapy. Nothing's going into your body. And what it did for me, it gave me nerves back in my face after a car wreck 10 years ago.
She has an amazing story. Like how she got there, how she does, why is she using the product?
Which is what Emily has going for her. I mean, like I said, she's connected to her heart. She's like sharing stories. She has a strong why.
She shared the story. I'm like, oh, tell me more. Wow. Oh my God. And then in the middle of you got my attention and we were talking, she goes, and then if you want to earn some extra income, and I'm like, oh, there's something in the back of her mind going, oh, I need to make sure that I'm being compliant and that I don't know.
You're marketing for a network marketing company and you're representing a product. Ideally, you really need to build a brand around yourself. And I'm not sure that she has stepped into that idea yet. I think that she might be kind of still thinking about herself as more of a rep for LifeWave as a company, but not actually building her own personal brand.
So I feel pretty good now about myself that I'm actually in line with you on Emily. So thank you. I just got my own street credit.
Have you heard of the LifeWave? I haven't. I would love to know more about it. I was really fascinated by what you were talking about, and that's fascinating. Just to like actually like it's really flex that body like back into your body, and it's generating the inactive stem cells. Wow. And so I think it pairs well with what you're doing, and I'd have some clients too that I think that I could benefit additionally to. Yeah, it's fixing your body, where that's still putting the right things in your body. You're right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I realized that I've been complicating direct sales way too much, and I get so excited about the technology and all the people that I've helped that I kind of barf on people and say way too much. That it just confuses them and really turns them off. And
Definitely seen in the last week with her, a couple of big shifts happened for her in the very simple piece in sales, which we've all seen, which is asking for the business.
I mean, sometimes it is just switching the language though, too, I think, of like you didn't communicate well enough or wasn't passionate enough, or you finding that balance of what is getting the pushback in your why story.
What am I fishing for? What's the mission?
Call to action.
Mm-hmm. It is asked for the business.
And it really is that obvious. Like, who doesn't want to feel better and invest in themselves with their health, whether it's giving you mental clarity or sleeping better, but then also helping with pain or dementia or lupus, all those kinds of things that we see that I've had testimonies of helping people.
As soon as some of the other coaches work up some marketing campaigns with her, we're going to get her cooking with gas.
Having gotten 4 new clients in the system last month, there's a lot of demand right now for me to find the next deal for that set of clients.
My impression is that Donnie is very money motivated, and so that energy is a different energy. And so he's very good at what he does. I mean, that I think it comes across. So, the fact that he's doing something he feels like he's an expert in is great. I think that's super important. If you're going to build a business, you want to build a business around something that you truly are an expert in. But I think that like his motivation for his work is very money driven.
So we've got a couple in the hopper. One's supposed to close tomorrow, one's supposed to close next week, and scraping the bottom of the checkbook right now on the revenue source. So it's like getting these the next week is mission critical to keep things moving, and it's nerve wracking, but I'm excited about the future because we have so much in the pipeline right now to get closed. So we're really eager to get some deals closed, money back in the bank.
He's very interested in speaking, and so we've been talking about creating a signature talk for him. We've looked at what that would mean for him in terms of revenue. In fact, we determined that he's got a huge potential to have 100K days with speaking. Like we went through what's the value of a new client for him? How many new clients could he get from even a very small, intimate type of speaking opportunity?
And now I'm doing, many unpaid speaking events, but you got to start somewhere. And I'm excited about that. And I just know that bringing awareness to what I'm doing with the foreclosure profit system, my coaching program, if you will, is going to be a big difference in the future. It's going to make a large difference in my life. It's going to allow me to get on bigger stages down the road, probably some paid speaking events down the road, and really help people to get started in real estate investing while making a great living in life, presenting the information that I have to offer, the knowledge that I have.
Donnie, Jake, you and I have talked about it, trying to figure out his buttons, like what motivates him. I think Donnie's all about, he wants it to win, he wants it to work so he can get his Ferrari.
These are really fun people that I'm getting the opportunity to work with, and just the accountability of energy, I guess, and then focusing on certain aspects of the business, which right now is largely about speaking.
Donnie's in his own world right now, but that's because he's still doing things the way he was doing before he came into this show. And he's probably not in the luxury standpoint to stop what he's doing and try something else. if that makes sense. Like he is thinking about making sales the same way he did before the show, and he needs a monthly revenue source. So there's a lot of things he has to offer people that he's not offering them.
A lot of stuff I'm overcoming simultaneously. The fruit at the end of this is so lucrative, and I know it's going to be amazing. I'm super excited about getting there, but I'm kind of bleeding myself out on ads right now, and I got to convert some clients pretty soon to just kind of keep the systems on.
Donnie needs to have the self-discipline to step back from what he's doing so he can look at it with a different perspective. Because when you're in the fight, dude, and he's running his own leads, doing his sales, you never can evaluate yourself to really, think maybe I could try to do some other things here and there.
I appreciate that. And that's where I'm at. Like my head is heading to a different place where I got a really strong local personal brand in like the real estate community, but they're all kind of broke. So I need a personal brand that can get, that has capital to deploy.
Hey everybody, this is Mark, owner of I68 Consulting Group. I just want to take a moment and share the why behind our company, what drives us, and what we're really building beyond the training. At I68 Consulting Group, we believe real empowerment starts with preparation. That's why we provide firearms training that's not just exceptional, it's iconic in its impact. Our mission is to build unmatched confidence and personal security in every client we serve, setting a new standard for excellence in defensive training. But this is about more than skills. It's about building a community. Every course, every event, every moment is designed to connect people who take safety, responsibility, and growth seriously. We call it the I68 family. And together we are creating a ripple effect, strengthening individuals, families, and the broader community. This isn't just training, it's a movement rooted in purpose, preparation, and people. So if you're ready to step into that kind of growth, or if you know someone who is, reach out, share this, and come train with us. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the range.
That's a lot of what he's selling is confidence around gun safety. So opening it up in a way that would be attention grabbing or shareable for somebody so that if they are struggling with feeling confident around guns, that they're going to see that video and want to share it.
With that client leaves and a course, becomes a member of the I68 family, they just walk different as they're walking to their vehicle. They have that confidence and they know they're empowered to be able to protect themselves and their loved one. And that's a confidence not everybody has. And so we're really honored to be able to provide that for them and continue to provide that because they're part of the I68 family, doing the Valkyries, women's only events.
So our ladies are called the Valkyries, and we meet several times a year just to sharpen our skills. And then we have a Valkyries competition here on this range. It's so exciting to get together with these ladies and just practice our skills.
I'm the face of I68, but my brand is with the I68 family, what they're telling people.
Every day he's facing a new problem he hasn't had before. He's in a rare air. And so he's making decisions that are going to make him more money next week. And he's trying things out.
And so trying to navigate the new processes is going to be a big adjusting period. And I will have to pivot out of that way and even be more mentor to those new to defensive shooting.
This is all new territory for Mark. Mark's a Green Beret. He's a soldier, right? And he's like, hey, I believe in this. This is what I'm passionate about. I'm getting out and I'm hanging my hat on this, and this is where I'm going. And he's listening. He's being a student. Everything that's being told by all the coaches, he's doing. He's reflecting. He's taking notes, and he's executing, and he's getting results.
I need to find a way to get more leads. It seems that if I can get a lead from whether social or word of mouth and being able to have a discussion to talk about their training journey, that conversion rate to get them into a class is pretty high. I would say 80-90% of that. So really trying to figure out that funnel from finding the lead and getting them on a session to where we talk about what their needs are and how we can come alongside them and help them achieve their training goals.
I think Mark has the potential to get to a wow factor the fastest because he's working from the heart like.
But we had a real good meeting today. It looks like we're going to get past through the bureaucracy to get to where we start, start construction here soon.
After this thing is built, your job's not to sit there and then give people guns. And your job is to run your mouth and go be the Colonel Sanders of this thing.
Yep, 100%. And that's where I want to get
exposure.
And then I teach when I want to teach, not all the classes.
This is something you may want to look into if it resonates. It's getting very easy to make video games and mobile apps. I could see a world where you develop, and then again, it's where you could have an app and a video game where people are learning to shoot with humanity at heart and to feel safe and to empower, but not to do harm.
Hi, this is Corey Laffiche Warfield, co-founder at Loving Is AI and a number of other ventures. And this is my total disruption 60-second video on my why. So my why for being a co-founder at Loving Is AI and building this technology is truly a love for humanity. Also, as a humanitarian, I love people from all corners of life and different socioeconomic and ethnic and religious backgrounds. But also, I love history. I love human history, and I want to see more human history developed in the future. And as a technologist and as a strategist, I have some grave concerns. And luckily, myself and some very smart people have some solutions that we believe truly can keep humanity around for a long time, thriving and happy. So that's my why. I'm doing it for you and for me.
Well, I think Corey understands the value of creating content. He's definitely crushing it in that way. And he's been doing it for 10 years. So he said something that I think is important for everybody to know is create content that your audience would share.
We're ready to do a soft launch of our version 1 of our technology, kind of a soft closed alpha, if you will. We anticipate up to 500 users. We'll get some great data. Got some exciting partnerships brewing, and I'm looking forward to my coaching call tonight. And a lot is aligning, and we didn't sign up for this to be an easy journey. So we're very excited for the technology, very excited for the growth, very appreciative and grateful to those that believe in us and support us on the journey, and stay tuned.
I will connect more with Corey if I understand him at a more basic level. That'd be my +1 for him. I'm not saying get dumb, but talk to me like I'm a people, not a scientist, not a developer. And because he is really, really smart.
Always great to be able to explain different things to different people and really refine our pitch and our offering that way. On the other hand, some people, these are the same people that a year and 2 years ago were telling me AI doesn't exist. It's not real. We're not going to have AI in our lifetime. And most of them are singing a different tune now. So we're heads down. We're very grateful and blessed to have people that believe in us, to have a really strong team, strong value proposition. Our early usage is really yielding some great feedback, and I'm just happy for all of this.
He's extremely good at what he does, and I think he definitely is a wow factor. He's very, he's got a huge following. He's got over 500,000 people on LinkedIn following him. He is a wow factor. So I think that he embodies it, and the others haven't really got to that level yet.
All right, so I like that Corey's the wow factor.
What we've got going on, we're under-resourced in pretty much every capacity, and so it adds to the challenge, and hopefully it'll just make it all that much more worthwhile.
We are the Upbeat Performing Arts staff, and here are a few reasons why we love to teach music.
I love music because it connects us all, and it's a language that everyone can speak. I genuinely believe that everyone can sing, and helping my students find their own unique voice and experience that joy, the same joy that I've found in my own journey, is absolute magic.
Music is everything to me. I think it's the truest way to express what you're feeling inside. And I teach music so that other people can hopefully use it to express themselves.
It brings people together. We can make the best versions of ourselves while we're learning and growing and sharing things with others.
One of my favorite things about being a music teacher is helping my students play and fall in love with all kinds of different styles of music.
My favorite part about teaching is getting to know each of my students and their unique voices, and then getting to see all their hard work pay off when they perform in the recital. Join us today at upbeatpa.com.
So this building here is one that I have my eyes on that I really want to purchase for Upbeat Performing Arts. We are currently in downtown Ogden, Utah, which in the past has been known for a little bit higher of a crime rate. Not the most posh of neighborhoods. So having a music studio in this area would do great things for the community. It would uplift the community in general. We talk with local community schools and community theaters, and we try to engage kids and adults to come take music with us. And so when we go and do that, it's more of like small group settings, and we try to showcase our brand the best way that we can. And what I mean by that is, you know, we're called Upbeat Performing Arts, and so we want to be upbeat in everything that we do, being positive, fun, welcoming, happy, but also just every way that we interact with customers, we're always trying to solve problems. Just as last week, I had customers that were having issues with specific teachers, and I immediately and quickly responded to them, asked them how we could fix it, and every single person I've talked to has been like, wow, you guys are so responsive.
Samantha, I'll back that up. Samantha and Donnie both are running their business a certain way. They want to continue to run their business a certain way without any necessarily external feedback, because they've gotten this successful. They've hit this level right here doing what they're doing. What they need to understand is they're bouncing off the glass ceiling. They're going up and hitting it. They're going up and hitting it. And this is the group right here that says, dude, there's no glass ceiling.
I know that all of my teachers right now, they know that relationships are our #1 priority. But I think what would be great is to hire someone or designate one of my teachers as like a very specific customer liaison that's able to check in with teachers when I've got too much on my plate, and make sure that all of the relationships are still okay, that everything's working well. And then of course, when we grow large enough, we're gonna need a couple of those people checking in with all of our teachers nationwide to make sure that relationships are going the way that we'd like them to. We want.
She's got a lot to work with, so I'm really excited to just get with her.
And so there's a certain balance that we have to get of growing fast enough to attain our goal of changing buildings and not leaving students behind.
Next time on Total Disruption Boardroom Battleground. It's a battle for clarity, a war of conviction, and a showdown of delivery.
Everything that a company does, I'm doing except for actually teaching music.
We're putting their value propositions under the microscope.
Right, barely wanted to get out of bed, barely ate.
Can they command attention and prove their worth?
With the help of the patches, for sure, I feel a whole bunch better.
Because in this arena, if you can't sell it, you can't survive. And for the first time, the rankings are revealed.
Give Mark an 89.4.
Some are going to rise.
The idea of this game is curb appeal.
Some aren't. And some are going to be fighting for their lives. What a week. We've seen data, we've seen insights, but ultimately, it's the human connection that fuels business. And this week, each of our contenders faced a crucial lesson in understanding their customers.
Samantha's approach to customer feedback is certainly interesting. She's deeply committed to the customer experience, which is clearly building loyalty. The question now is, can she scale that level of personalized attention?
Corey's definitely taken a high-tech route, exploring the power of AI and behavioral science to optimize the customer journey. It's bold, it's innovative, but we're seeing whether that approach delivers to the human touch.
Emily's experience this week highlights the crucial link between understanding your customer and actually closing the deal. She's learning that clarity and confidence are essential for turning insights into sales.
Mark's journey is a powerful reminder of the limits of individual hustle. He's passionate and driven, but he's realizing the need to delegate and step into a more strategic role to achieve that sustainable growth.
Donnie's grappling with his systems. We need to see how his current processes are impacting his ability to truly serve his clients and the importance of efficiency in delivering value.
The core takeaway this week, it's undeniable. Customer understanding is paramount. It's about knowing their needs, anticipating their desires, and building a business that genuinely serves them.
Next week, the pressure intensifies. Our entrepreneurs will find their core message and learn to pitch with power and persuasion like a seasoned pro.
Competition is fierce, the stakes are high, and the journey is far from over.
So stay dialed in, because this is Boardroom Battleground.